Today, I'm going over all the classes Amazon left out of NA's Lost Ark launch because I actually mean Destroyer, Lancer, and Arcana, so I managed to take 3 L's before this game even came out. And I know they were all super broken and extremely oppressive, which is why they wanted to keep them out. But now that they're all nerfed, we deserve them. And I have like 1K hours on Destroyer. It's literally my favorite class in the entire game. Big, dumb, slow, hammer. That's basically everything I've got. And this is going to be a teaser because I'm down horrendous for Destroyer. And it's just a small preview for all of us that didn't get our mains on launch, and maybe to convert some of you guys that didn't even know they existed. So if you main one of these or have in the past, let me know what you think of your favorite class in the comments and how you feel that they're not in the game. My name is Claysthetics, and we're running right into it. And don't forget to like the video. It's the only way YouTube knows I exist. But lighting this off, of course, we're starting with Destroyer, the big, bad, ugly hammer, smooth brain, smash 'em up class. Perfect for dents like mine. Something about Destroyer just made me fall in love with the entire game from the first time I laid my eyes on it. The gravity hammer is like my wet dream weapon to use in the game, and did it ever deliver? I remember my first time I got to play it on KR like 2 years ago. And I was addicted the second I played it. The skills, the theme, the whole thing just screams all my favorite things to do in any game that I've ever played. And it's just top tier. The sound effects, the visuals, I just can't get enough of it. The pacing of the class makes me feel like I'm going to run away with carrying the entire group, be it PvP or PvE, it doesn't matter. And even after it got nerfed, I still love it. And I still want it the most out of any class on Lost Ark. And when this big beefy boy gets launched in the NA, you better believe I'm going all out on it. Full reroll style. Both ultimates really say something special about the class. And this one used to be the size of the arena when it first came out. When it got nerfed, I was sad, but for a few weeks, it was probably the most fun anybody's had doing anything, and it was just great. And the identity skill where you just like smooth brain smash left click, like, yeah, that's great too. But my favorite skill, the big dick rock wall smash. When you execute somebody with this, it just makes you feel like you're on top of the world. Exactly where Destroyer belongs. On the top of the world and on the top of my heart. Being able to pop ignore pain really just gave me that old Diablo vibe where you just pop it, run in, unkillable, just everything you need to be. But this obviously isn't just a Destroyer video as much as I want it to be, because my second favorite class is Lancer. It was an insane addition to the game that got my smooth brain firing on all cylinders. The blue, the red, the colors, the skills. I just remember when me and my boys triple queued Lancers the first day after boosting them. We had the most fun running it down in arena, theory crafting builds, and when the final big dick PvP build came out, we were running through everybody. The class fantasy felt so good. You have a spear, a halberd, everything about it. The combos you get off, being able to dance, it just gives you such a good feeling when you're playing the character. It just made me fall in love with the fast playstyle. Exactly the opposite of Destroyer. Violence, speed, and momentum. If Doc was playing, this would be his class, because you used to be able to hard carry anything you step foot in. And it really made me feel like anything Smilegate does is honestly perfection. And that sounds cringe to simp that hard, but when you play, you kind of get it. But then the Lolly artist came out, and I really wish it was a normal character, because when they added the Lolly to BDO, it was just a bunch of weirdos doing some sus shit, and that's not the vibe. But if we look past all the sussy weirdos and just play the game like normal Lost Ark enjoyers, we can RP as like a 1,000-year-old dragon girl or something that paints things and saves some arcs. I haven't played it yet, and honestly, all the abilities look amazing. It's so high res, and like if all the other characters had abilities that looked like this, it was this crazy, I really don't know what to say. And if any of you have tried her out, please let me know how it plays in the comments, because honestly, I kind of piqued my interest just because of how flashy it looked. The black ink spells really, really, really make me want to play the character just because of everything that's flying everywhere. But now taking a look at everybody's favorite Maho shoujo, we have Arcana. Just another unfortunate main choice that just so happens to not be in on launch. The whole thing is a game of cards, and honestly, it's a shame it isn't in, because I know so many people would just love to play this class. It gives you that dual disc Yu-Gi-Oh! Edgy quiet girl vibe that's coming to kill you, and honestly, it's kind of hot. So besides personal fantasies and hyping the character of all her moves, she just looks amazing. She is one of my favorite ults in the entire game. Just dropping the dual zone on people and pumping them, that's where it's at. So for all my Arcana mains, I want to give you a special shout out, because this is honestly one of the coolest classes in the game. And I'm actually sad it didn't make it in. I could have lived without a couple of these other ones, but that was one that I actually really hoped would be in on launch. Now we're going to run into Scouter, everybody's favorite mech boy. And I never got to play this guy, but he actually looks super cool. He's got like the micromanage elements with the drone. But probably the best part is that you get to summon a battle cruiser. The only thing that piqued my interest about the character really at all was the battle cruiser, because I love StarCraft. And please, Microsoft, please just save StarCraft. I need it back. I'm a boomer now, and I probably can't compete with anybody, but I'd just like to play some custom games. So again, if you played Scouter, just tell me your favorite things about it, because I'm thinking about making it one of my alts when it comes out. And honestly, all I would do is push the alt and probably not do anything else. That's the only reason I'd have it. And now for the last class, Reaper. And I know a couple of my close friends really wanted to play this one. It's like the Shadow Clone Assassin. I never got to play this one, but damn, after watching some people play it, I honestly just wanted to give it a shot. The amount of cool style combos it has just look amazing, and it's like something out of a movie. It's definitely the vibe that I like, and I'm definitely gonna be making one as soon as it releases and just going deep on it. Just watching its preview dance around with all its different skills really makes you feel like you can control so much area and look amazing doing it, and that's really all I could ask for in any game that I'm playing. So for all my real motherfuckers that always stay until the end of the video, you know I love you the most. I honestly can't wait for Destroyer to come out. I literally have dreams about playing this character. Ever since I started, I just can't stop. And as ridiculous as that sounds, it's true. And I just want to know what classes you guys like the most, that you're most hyped to play. And I will be releasing the best how to pick your class guide that you will ever see in your entire life. So until then, make sure you stay beautiful, blessed, and safe out there so I can see you in the next one. Bye.